Well, morning folks, and welcome to another adventure. And this one is one I've been planning for a long time, but the weather isn't as great as what I want it to be. Hopefully it has to be dry today, a bit of sun, some cloud, and a hell of a lot of wind. The wind's actually increasing for what the weather said yesterday, so it's possibly about 30 mile an hour winds, I reckon, and then gusting to like up to 48 miles an hour at the high points. So yeah, this could be challenging today. The only good thing is that these hills are pretty rounded, so there's no drop offs or anything like that. It's got to worry. So if it is strong winds and it's hard to walk, you're not going to go anywhere. You're on a big open plateau, but anyway, the hills. So basically came up by Loch Rannoch. Just about 50-minute drive off the main road right up Loch Rannoch to get to here, so I'm not far away from Rannoch train station, which is basically further up this road, another 5 minutes up the road. Nice wee drive, a lot of cracking spots next to the loch. Unfortunately they're all took. People obviously got up last night and get all the spots, but so I've just made the drive up this morning and I'm going to be biking in. These are the two sort of remote ones where you can do them for here, or a lot of people will get the train to Corrour. So I'm doing it for Rannoch side here, and I'm going to cycle right over towards Corrour and drop the bike, take the first two Munros, see how it is, the weather depending on the wind, drop off the other side to the back end of Loch Ossian, and hopefully take on Beinn a lap as well, and come back round to Corrour and back to the bike and then back out. Big day. I've got all day to do it, so I'm not worrying about that. As long as the weather stays okay and the winds aren't too bad, that I can get there, because you can probably tell now it's really windy down low. If I can and I can get the first two done, it's a case of just drop them off the other side and walk along Loch Ossian and back to the van for there. So yeah, so it's pretty much hopefully going to be a good day. As I say, it's just depending on the weather, and as always, Scotland can throw anything at you, and we're into basically the end of what we're now, the end of June, going into July. So yeah, but yeah, I'm not going to stand too long because it's after 8:30, probably about nearly coming up towards 9 o'clock. So I'm going to get in here and try and get a good start. Take advantage of the e-bike, hopefully on this wee road. To the other side, so a bit of a drive in there. So I'll catch you further along the track. Folks, just a wee quick one. That's us on the trail, just about a mile into it, all uphill there. I don't know if you can see her here, where I'm pointing. Might not be in line. That's Rannoch station, and then that'll be the bridge, the railway, taking you all the way up. So before that heads to Corrour. So that's where I'll be sort of heading towards, and then taking up for there. So the bump up here, you can see is the sort of first bit of the first Munro, but I'll be sort of veering around the other side there and taking it for the sort of unusual route if you're coming up with train. So I'm going to bypass this route rather than going this way. I'll go round. Just means I can do a loop and get the bike at the other end, come back. So yeah, I just thought I'd stop and say that was wee station that. So just got to carry on up this wee road and enjoy the views, and I'll see you up there. Folks, this is the wee ruins. I think it's the old hunting lodge that they used to have here. So this is along the wee road that we're coming along between Rannoch and Corrour. I've seen a few videos, people camp there and that, so a good wee spot to camp at. So we're still continuing along this road, round the bend. We're not too far away now, and that'll be us. Then we'll take a right up the hill. I'll leave the bike there. So we'll pretty much begin up, as far as I can see, I think we'll begin up this shoulder here to the first one. I don't think it's too far, because I'm sure where I put the bike down, we're about 500 metres up already, because it's been constant uphill here. So I've already got a good bit in, and these ones are just over the 900, 930 mark. So there's the first one should hopefully be at the top pretty quick, and that'll give me a good indication how I'll do for the rest of the day after that. So we'll carry on, I'll catch in where the bike's getting dropped off. Right folks, that's us. Just at the start now, where I'm going to take on the first of the 3 Munros, depending how it goes. So yeah, this is a wee drop off point. So the bike's here, so you would walk up this wee road here, if you were staying at Corrour, and this would come up here, and then you would take on up this wee bit. Just you'll see the wee memorial here I've just shown you. So I've come in for the Rannoch side, so I'll let you know later on sort of how much it was in the bike. I'm sure that was over between 7-8 mile to get to here across that, but the track's actually not bad. A wee bit bumpy further on this side, but aye, drivable, no problem. Pretty quick, so that's pretty good going. So we'll take it for here and see how it goes. I say I can get the first 2 done here, and if I can't, I don't think I'm going to get Beinn a lap. I can come back along. There's a track that comes along the loch and back up here. Then I can pick the bike up, so it's no problem. If I do get Beinn a lap, I'll be going up that shoulder, up here, right there, right down to that end of Loch Ossian, probably by the sort of hostel, and then make my way back up. So I reckon I'm starting maybe about 500 metres. Yeah, we're just over the 500 metres. But I know I've come up on the bike up this way, but I will be dropping back down to the loch for Beinn a lap, and then I'll be bringing this back up for the station anyway. So by rights, I'm still doing the full climb because of the loop. So yeah, I'm going to head up here, and I'll catch you a wee bit further up. Folks, right, that's us at the top of the first Munro. Gee whiz, I'm trying to take a bit of shelter behind this cairn. The weather was forecast for cloud and sun today, and high winds. It is high winds, bit of sun, but there's some really black clouds coming out, and a wee bit of drizzly rain wasn't forecast, so I don't know if the weather's changing and it's not been updated. So I'm going to just take it as it goes. I say I'll still get the second one in. If I need to drop back down and get the bike and go back out, that's no problem. I'll do Beinn a lap itself. If the weather hopefully maybe get better, I don't know, as the day goes on, might know. I'm still looking to do Beinn a lap. So aye, still enjoying it. I say it's getting a bit chilly, so I'm going to throw the jacket on as well and make my way to the second one. I'm not really like staying a bit too long. So a wee bit here, looking back down, that's us looking back down to Loch Ossian. So that's just sort of why we came up down there. I'll swing round the cairn here, just for the wind here. I'm sure that's the Blackwater Reservoir out that way, which means if I point there this way, you'll not see nothing, right, because of the cloud. But that'd have been looking out to where I was last week, not the hill here, but further on, which would have been Sgor, where I'd done the summer solstice sunrise, and that was basically last Friday. So if you watched the video before this, the bivy camp, that's looking that direction. So the way we're looking now is where that was where the sun was rising for here. So getting both views for each side, looking here and looking back. So that gives you a wee sort of direction where I was last week. But aye, I think I'm going to get my jacket on. It's actually getting really cold now, this wind, and then I'll head on down the other sides. Hopefully it's a bit more sheltered down there. I'll catch in down there. Okay. Right folks, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but that's me at the top of the second Munro. That was actually not too bad, coming off the first one and up to the second one there. So I'm not going to be hanging about on this one. The wind is getting really, really high, so I'm going to drop back down towards the other side, which will be the east side of Loch Ossian, and then I'll take on for Beinn a lap for there as well. So I'll catch in a wee bit further down. As I say, it's getting quite cold and the wind's getting up, so I don't want to hang about here too long. But that's 2 done. hopefully a third one coming up, and then the long bike ride back out. Catch you in a wee bit further down. Check in. So we've veered round the side of that other tope, and it's brought us down here. We've come back on this sort of west Loch Highlands route, so we're heading down to the skirts of the trees here at Loch Ossian. So yeah, I don't know if it was it probably looking like there was people behind us, so, and they're probably about the same distance, so really if you go where the other two wee minor tops or you skip round it, I don't think it really makes a difference, so either or. But aye, oh, nearly went. So aye, a lot of heather bashing right enough, so not the greatest. But yeah, still not be too long now to down to the bottom here and then see how it is for here for Beinn the lap. We'll catch you in at the bottom. Okay. Right folks, that's us at Beinn a lap, and slightly different from what I was going to do. We're going to come up the other end and come back down this way, but walking along the loch, too busy talking that there and missed the path. So, but what we've done is just come back right along to the normal path where you'd come up for the hostel side. So I've just got to go up and back down. So it's still taking in the Munro anyway, so it doesn't matter. Too busy walking along that loch and admiring all the views, but stunning loch. So going to be heading up this way, straight up. You'll probably see the wee sort of zigzagging path, kick to the right and up to the top. As far as I know, this one's quite easy. After doing they two, maybe no, but aye. It's a shorter walk, so it's an up and down, and then I'll need to basically walk back out to get the bike, which is another good wee walk. But yeah, so I'll maybe catch in further up at the shoulder there, see how we're getting on for there. Okay. Yes folks, taking some water. Not too far for the bivouac that we'll be taking up. Oh yeah, good going. Still enjoying it. Beinn a lap folks. Oh man. Gee whiz folks, that's been top of Beinn a lap. Oh, this wind's gusting now. It has got up. I was going to take a wee tour on the cairn, but you'll not even hear me. I'm looking towards Beinn Alder and that, so I'll point it in. You can actually see the tour we done earlier, so give a wee bit of an idea where I've been today. So turn it round. So there here, this is the first one. You'll probably see a wee road out here. I need to go back down this, back to the hostel, up the hill towards that mountain, and on the corner where the wee memorial is where my bike is, and then I've got 7.5 miles back out. So that was where I went up this morning, right across, onto the second one, came down round the side of the two sort of bumps, because they're not the Munro, and back down to the forest. Lovely walk, right round the loch. Was meant to come up this side, too busy talking about it. It was a boy I met in the second one, he's actually come up with us in the Beinn a lap as well. So, aye, too busy talking away, we ended up back near enough at the hostel, so we just came up the normal path and we'll go back down that. But yeah, that's Beinn Alder here, that's the other four in the Beinn Alder range. Back out to Beinn a Clacker, Craig Petrie, back out towards up with Craig Meggie and that, and then back round this way will be Chino and that as well, go back to Ferset. So yeah, what a day, this wind does get up now, Jesus. Oh, I'm going to hunker down and get a wee piece here, I've not done eat hardly all day. So, we'll catch in, maybe back down at the hostel. Not much to see on this one, it's pretty mucky all the way up, so grassy. So, I'll get some footage in the way down, but I'll probably catch in about the hostel when I'm going towards the bike. See you then. that's the wee hostel behind us, just there the hill there. What a cracking wee island here, they're all covered in trees, but it's a stunning loch, Loch Ossian. This is me walking up the other side now, where I'll be heading back, the sun in the back here, be heading back up the hill to collect the bike and then get the bike ride back out. So yeah, I was just catching in there, so that was me off Beinn a lap. Quite tiring after that one, but this is a decent wee track up to where the bike is, and then I'll get that and get on the way. I say I've been a lot of heather bashing that a day, and it's just been swampy heather bashing, just what you don't want, but that's it, you need to take these days. And to be honest, it's been really windy, but it's been a good day. Windy, it's one of the ones, you can't grumble. See, just to get out, I love it, so I'm not going to moan about it, even though it sounds like a so so what I'll do is I'll catch in it when I get up to the bike, and then that'll be us. We'll be flying out there to the van. So I don't know how this one will turn out. As I say, I'm not really much to these mountains, but try my best and put something together. So I'll catch you up at the bike. That's me back at the van. It's about 7 o'clock now, so I left just before 9, and that's us back about 7, so it's been a long day. I probably didn't think it was going to take as long, but with the bike ride done, then all right round Loch Ossian, I keep saying Ossian, up to our end, up to Beinn a lap, back down, and then all the way back round. I had to do that climb back up to where I left the bike, which is, I think it's about 500 metres up, so to go all the way back up here to get the bike and bike it back out. It's been a hard day, but fairly enjoyable. Heather bashing and a lot of marshy land, but that's what it's like round about here. A lot of high wind as well, but on the other hand it's kept me cool, so it's taking good with the bad, as I say. But still a good day, and I'm glad I put the free done the one. It saves me coming back to do Beinn a lap, because I just think coming away in here or get the train up to do Beinn a lap, it's only like 3 hours basically. You can be up and back doing it near enough, so it's a good one if you want to have that a wee quick day, or if you want to come to the hostel and just spend a day or night, you know what I mean, and go and do it. It's a cracking one. But I'm just trying to cut my journeys down me as much as I can, so I was just trying to get in as many as I can there. So I got the free done in Awana. That was a full look at the loch as well, so that was nice. So back at the van now. So I don't know how this one will turn out. As I say, the footage, I've got what I've got, and they're not the greatest of mountains for scenery or that. I don't think there's not a great deal to show, but maybe with the loch and things like that, I'll put something together, and hopefully it'll be a decent enough wee video. Couldn't get the drone up or that, the winds are far too high this day as well, so yeah, so hopefully enjoy it anyway, and I'll catch you on the next one, wherever that may be.